Hello, hello, Team Cup Runneth Over. How's everyone doing today? I just wanted to jump on here. I was going to start to do some product reviews and tell you guys why I think you should switch out some things and try Young Living products. And the first things I wanted to discuss with you are toothpaste and foaming hand soap. And I'm going to share why I think you should try Young Livings and switch out what you're using now if you're not already using Young Living. So we use toothpaste and foaming hand soap every single day, right? One of the biggest chemicals found in an antimicrobial chemical that's often found in foaming hand soap is triclosan. It's actually used in some toothpaste, not Young Living. Sorry, I shouldn't be using these as my examples. It's found in some toothpaste, and it's found in antibacterial soaps to reduce bacterial contamination. It's also used in everything from clothing, furniture, toys, cookware, and toothpaste and antibacterial soaps. Triclosan is actually believed to be a thyroid function and to disrupt thyroid function and hormone levels in people. It also can mix with our wastewater, and it can cause sex changes in the aquatic life from it running off our wastewater and into lakes and rivers and streams. So that's kind of not good, right? Many experts actually believe that the overuse of antibacterial chemicals are promoting the growth of bacteria that are resistant to antibacterial treatment. So essentially, the bacteria are actually mutating and changing to be resistant to the treatment. Now, on top of the chemical triclosan, toothpastes often include other harmful substances such as sodium lauryl sulfates. They're commonly called SLS. This is used for the lather. So when you get that lather, that's usually from sodium lauryl sulfates. And a lot of times when people switch from the toothpaste that they're using now or the foaming hand soaps that they're using now or dish soap or laundry soap or any of those things, shampoos, it's kind of a transition period and you feel like, oh, it's not sudsing as much, so it's not cleaning. But usually those sudsing things is actually those sodium lauryl sulfates that aren't so great for us. These are really super cheap detergents, and they can be super harmful skin irritants. And the ingredient by itself comes with a warning label to wear a mask because it can be a respiratory irritant as well. So it doesn't really seem like something that you should be putting on your body. I know fluoride is something that a lot of people think are really good, and there's a lot of dentists that still promote it as super good, but it is actually a toxic element to our body. I know I was taught as a kid that fluoride is great, but our toothpaste, if you look on your toothpaste, it says do not ingest, right? Not Young Livings, but most toothpaste, they do not ingest. And when you think about that, you're putting that in your mouth, like you're getting some in there. And sorry, losing my place here. So most advanced nations do not fluorinate their water, and a lot of them don't, have fluoride. Like they don't promote it like our country kind of does. Fluoride can also be an endocrine disruptor. And I just encourage you guys to go to YouTube and check out 10 facts about fluoride. Just watch it, see what you think for yourself. A lot of times people think it's really good and they want it in their toothpaste. I have come to learn that I don't think it's very good and it's not something that I want in my toothpaste. And I love that Young Living does not have it in there. Aspartame is another thing that you often find as a sweetener in toothpaste. Aspartame accounts for 75% of adverse reactions to food additives reported by the FDA. Lots of people have serious reactions to it, like migraines, headaches, those kind of things, and that is often found in toothpaste. Propylene glycol is another ingredient, and it's actually found, it's a mineral oil that's found also in paint and antifreeze. So sometimes that's in foaming hand soaps or in toothpaste. So this is where you can get good at label reading. So propylene glycol, it acts as an emulsifier or a moisturizer base. It's a super cheap ingredient, and it's often used in those things. It's derived from petroleum or natural gas. So to me, that doesn't sound like something I want to be putting on my skin. DEA, which is, I can never say this, but diethanolamine, is used as a wetting or foaming agent or a pH adjuster, and this can also disrupt hormones as well. So you'll find that a lot of chemicals, toxic chemicals that people are waking up to and trying to get out of their products, hi Tracy, are things that disrupt your hormones and your endocrine system, which is basically your body uses those all the time. And after a while of having chemicals, things can get kind of out of balance. Microbeads is another thing that you find in toothpaste and soaps, and those are actually really, really tiny pieces of plastic. And I don't know about you, but I don't want that in my toothpaste. So it's crazy too, because if you go to the natural health section, a lot of the toothpaste and foaming hand soaps there still contain sodium lauryl sulfates or still contain fluoride. And it's interesting, because they're kind of promoting themselves as natural. So I always love people to be good label readers. But let me tell you about Young Living. So that I've told you all the things that you really don't want in your products, and maybe you want to check your toothpaste or scan it on the Think Dirty app, I want to talk about Young Living's one. I love the foaming hand soap. This was actually my first Young Living product I ever used, and it was just because my chiropractor had it. And I used to go to my chiropractor's office, and I would love to use their bathroom to wash my hands, because I knew that their hand soap, for some reason, my hands would smell amazing for the rest of the day. And if I brought my hands up by my face, I would get a whiff of the Thieves oil. And I didn't realize until I became a Young Living member, like maybe 3 years later, and finally tried this soap, that was what my chiropractor had in their office. And I just love this. So this actually, we had kind of talked about experts being concerned over the overuse of chemical antibiotic soaps and how bacteria are kind of becoming resistant to so many people using those things. The wonderful thing about essential oils is the diversity. Each crop of the plants of essential oil has different environmental factors, and that means that every batch is not exactly the same. Like, they have the same constituents, but they might be a little different because nature is always changing and just a little different. So that's cool, because it makes it really hard for bacteria to become resistant to it. So diversity in each batch of essential oil is actually a really wonderful thing, and it's cool. Just research the Thieves oil and all of the awesome properties that those oils have, and that is in this foaming hand soap. So smells amazing, works great. You can feel really good that it's getting your hands clean. And then the toothpaste. I like the Aroma Bright toothpaste. It also uses Thieves oil to safely clean your teeth and gums without any synthetic dyes. It is, where is it? I think it is sweetened. I know has a sweet taste, but I'm trying to think of, I'm not seeing it on here. I thought that maybe it was sweetened with stevia, natural stevia, but now I'm not seeing it on here. So I will have, stevia is in this one. Yes, stevia. So it's sweetened with natural stevia. So that's super great that you know that the sweetener is natural. It has the oils in it, and there's actually quite a few dentists that recommend Thieves and the mouthwash and all that. So that's really cool to know that if dentists recommend it, it's really good. There is kind of, if you are going from something like Crest or Aquafresh or something, it's going to take you a little while to adjust. This does have peppermint and it has the thieves oil in it, so it's still minty and fresh, but it doesn't suds up as much as the toothpaste that you might be used to, and that's because of those sodium lauryl sulfates are not in here. Those yucky, nasty, cheap sudsing agents are not in here. So it's just a matter of getting used to it. But it works really good. And I'll give you a little tip that a lot of people do. It's so funny. They actually use their Thieves Toothpaste as natural deodorant too, and it really works. So you dual purpose right here that you can use it for 2 reasons. But I just wanted to get on here and share about 2 products that I think are really great. You use them every day that would be perfect to start to ditch out your toxin-filled ones and switch out and use Young Living's. They last a really long time, and I also always recommend Essential Rewards because you start earning 10% back right away on your first order, and by month 4 you're earning 20% back. So I've gotten so many free products this way, and it makes it way more affordable to do it and to start switching out products for your family. So hope you guys have enjoyed this. Great to talk with you. Bye.